The world in 1945 looked like the end of history. Cities were reduced to dust. Entire nations were erased from the map of stability. Millions were dead, and millions more were displaced. And for a moment, humanity stood at a crossroads, either collapse into chaos or rebuild everything from zero. But what followed was not peace. It was something far more complex. A silent struggle for power across continents. A race to build nations faster than they could fall. Empires vanished. Flags changed overnight. New governments appeared without warning. And behind every revolution, every treaty, every border change was a deeper question: who controls the future of the world? Between 1946 and 1980, the world was not simply recovering. It was being rebuilt, brick by brick, nation by nation, ideology by ideology. This is the story of the greatest state-building era in human history. A world reborn from ruins. After the Second World War ended, the global map no longer made sense. Europe, once the center of global power, was shattered. Germany was divided into occupation zones. Japan was under foreign control. Britain and France were weakened financially and militarily. Even victorious nations were exhausted. But in this destruction, a new reality emerged. Power no longer belonged to old empires. It belonged to those who survived the war strongest. Two superpowers stood above the rest: the United States, the Soviet Union. Both had different visions for the world. Both believed they were right, and neither trusted the other. This tension became the foundation of the next 40 years. The Cold War had begun, but beneath it, something deeper was happening. A global reconstruction of states, identities, and the war had ended, but peace never truly arrived. Instead, the world split into two opposing camps. One led by capitalism, one led by communism. The United States and its allies formed the Western Bloc. The Soviet Union and its allies formed the Eastern Bloc. And between them, the rest of the world became a battlefield of influence. No direct war between superpowers would occur, but conflicts would erupt everywhere else. This was the beginning of the Cold War, a war without front lines, but with global consequences. Nations were forced to choose sides. Aid, trade, military support all became political weapons. Even independence movements were influenced by this global rivalry. And fear became a constant shadow over humanity, because behind every political decision lurked the possibility of nuclear war. The fall of empires. While superpowers competed, something even more powerful was happening: the collapse of colonial empires. For centuries, European powers controlled vast territories across Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. But after World War II, that control began to fade rapidly. People who had lived under colonial rule for generations began demanding independence.